Xbox and Me, episode 4. I am one of your hosts, MC Fixer, alongside Ross Miller.
Hey, how we doing, Cody? You all right?
Oh, mate, been a mad week, but we got it. We finally got it. We had to record 2 episodes this week because we were late for the last one.
It feels as if I've just constantly spoken to you this week. You know, there's only so much Fixer I can take in my life.
You love me so much, that's why. Don't.
It's obvious that, isn't it? You know, I'm just in denial.
Well, okay. You know what? It's been a mad week, but what is in your box? What have you been playing this week?
Oh, I've been playing a lot of Fallout 4. Still a lot of Fallout 4. But the thing that I've actually put in my most hours to,
Go on,
is Gears of War 3 Horde mode.
Did you get your code?
I've got my codes for the backwards compatibility. I already owned it digitally anyway, but so I do have some codes sitting there. But yeah, basically, my wife and I have just been going through that.
Nice.
Played through some of the single player of actual Gears of War 2, and then just straight back into Gears of War 3 Horde mode. And you know something? It's still as good as it ever was.
It's still as good as you remember it being, which is crazy.
Yeah. Maybe hadn't played it that much in a year, and I'm quite rusty. But even that's...
Yep, I found that when I played it was crazy. I was like, oh, I used to be really good at Gears. What's this about?
But it's phenomenal, and that is what I've spent a lot of my time. But when I'm not doing that, I'm wandering the wasteland, finding some more areas, clearing out buildings, building up my settlements. And you could talk about Fallout 4 for a whole hour here. And
it's ridiculous. It really is ridiculous. I've been playing a lot of Fallout, but I had a little bit of a come to Jesus moment today. Yesterday, sorry. I was sitting and I was like, I'm done. I'm really the only problem I've got. So I'm about 60, 70 hours in, and I'm pretty much just like, I don't know if I want to carry on, which is strange.
I'm not anywhere near that because I'm pacing myself because I don't want that to happen. So a lot of people I know are overdosing on it. They are proper hammering it.
Yeah.
If this takes me a year, 2 years to play through it, I don't care. I just a few hours a week enjoying it, and that's it.
You know what I think my problem is? My main problem, I get sidetracked with so much side mission stuff because it's not very clear what's side mission and what's main mission.
What's mission? Sorry, I don't know what they are in the game. I've not done any yet.
Have you not done any?
I've done minuscule amounts. I am still wondering about clearing buildings.
That's brilliant.
Well, it means I've got fast travel locations. As you clear a building, you can fast travel there. Yep. So later on, I can fast travel if I need to get to somewhere quick.
It's funny because one of the missions you do, which is not really a spoiler, it's just one of these side missions. It's like, oh, can you go get my pendant for me, or something like that? And I'm like, and then like your character comes up with a thing with like the choice of speaking, like, oh, I've already done that. I've already got it, and it's like that's what's going to happen to you for so much stuff. I bet.
Probably.
You're gonna be like, oh, go clean out this set. Oh, it's done. Go do. Oh, it's done. Cool. But I haven't really been playing anything else but Fallout, and I think that's my problem. I think I should have. I put on Twitter, I'm gonna definitely play Tomb Raider this week. Nope, didn't play any Tomb Raider.
I think I've played a few rounds of Battlefront as well, and I think it's the type of game that I think you need a second game sitting there just to relax with because it's quite invested.
Yep.
So you could just I've been playing that for 2 hours. I've got half an hour left. I'm just going to stick on Battlefront or FIFA or Mortal Kombat, just something that you can just pick up and just have a couple of rounds of because
something else.
Yeah, gaming shouldn't be a chore.
Yeah. No, I do agree, and that was sort of my moment yesterday. I decided to play Football Manager. I know it's an Xbox podcast, but I was playing Football Manager instead. I was just like, I can't deal with Fallout right now. It's too much. Yeah, let's go play some Football Manager.
Yeah, that's a perfect escape because that's not an invested game, Cody.
Speaking of Battlefront, though, the reviews have come out. I've noticed every week we've done this show, which has been this our 4th week.
Yeah.
We do the reviews of the week. I didn't realize we made this actually a segment, but it's actually something we do now. So
why not?
We'll come up with a name. I'm sure me and you will talk about it. So we've got what's in your Xbox or whatever we call it nowadays. What's in your box? Sorry, that is what it's called. We need something for reviews of the week. But the reviews of the week this week was Star Wars Battlefront. Yeah. And Destructoid gave it a 6 out of 10. And GameSpot gave it a 7 out of 10. Yeah. I haven't actually played the game, so I can't say anything. But you have. So how do you feel about those scores?
Fair scores. Read a couple of them before I came on the podcast just to see what they say. And the general consensus is it's a fantastic looking game. It's great fun to play, but it's not deep enough. There isn't enough to do.
Yeah.
And a lot of people basically being negative about the fact that it does feel as if it should be a £20 game.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Well, just because of the price of the season pass.
Which is $55. I don't know what.
So you're looking at £100 basically if you want everything for this game, and that is not really a great price point.
No, not at all.
If they had released the base game at a lower price to get people on board, I could see a lot more people wanting to invest in that. But it's a full price release.
Yeah.
So, and I know a few people that have done their 10 hours in EA Access and all that. Nope, I'm done.
And that's the pleasure of being an Xbox gamer. 10 hours free EA Access. If you haven't got it, I will keep shouting at you and go and get it, people.
Yeah. But you know, it is fun. My 5-year-old sitting beside me, I go Darth Vader and he literally jumps.
Brilliant.
Like, Darth Vader, you're Darth Vader. It's like every child's fantasy, isn't it? But yeah.
That's what I've been hearing. It's like I'm not, again, everyone knows I'm not really a big Star Wars fan, but it feels very Star Wars. So they got it right there, but it's just not enough there. And without a single player, there's nothing to really get invested in. It's a casual shooter, apparently. That's what I'm hearing.
Well, if you want to look at it in reality, the two modes that I've been spending most of my time in, the two that you want, I forget the name of one of them. One of them's Walker Assault, okay?
Okay, yeah.
And the other one's a section. It's the same as the Battlefield games where you have to claim areas and hold on to them, and I can't remember what it's called.
Okay.
But basically, there is only really 4 maps for those.
So yeah. You need to buy the season pass and then get more stuff. Yeah, that makes sense.
Exactly. Now, the rest of the modes, there is other maps, but generally those are maps inside of the bigger ones.
Oh, okay.
If that makes sense.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you want the full scale Star Wars destruction experience, everything going on, vehicles, then you want to play that mode, and there just isn't enough there at the moment.
Which is a shame, but it's one of those things. I suppose it's just something you've got to deal with at the moment. I feel like it's just going to get better and better. Hopefully, the thing I found with EA games is if they make a mistake, they usually give away some free maps and stuff anyway. So it doesn't sound like there's been any server mistakes though, which is good.
No, I've never failed to join a game. I've never been disconnected from a game. The unlock system's fine. Some of the later guns may be considered overpowered just in comparison to the earlier. So you're definitely rewarded for playing through all the unlocks in that game. But I don't think that's a bad thing.
No, not at all. Not at all. Not at all. Let's move on to the news. I'll take the first story. Controller remapping is now available on Xbox One controls. I've done this new thing where I wrote the company where I get the news from and the editor. The only reason I'm doing this is because I don't like taking credit for other people's stuff, and that's not a hit at anyone. It's just I've been getting lots of stories from IGN, GameSpot, everywhere, and I feel I should credit those people. So if it's something we can do, I'm going to try and do that more. And funny enough, this is my friend that wrote this first piece. So Laura Daly wrote, "Good news for Xbox One fans. You're now getting remapping on your Xbox One controls," which is amazing. And for people like, we had Scott on the show, episode 3 or 2? 2. And he said how important that is to him, remapping, because it helps him play certain games, etc., etc. So I'm really happy about it. Yeah,
no, it makes sense. Yeah, for disabled gamers that maybe don't, need to remap.
Yeah,
a lot of people were saying about Metal Gear Solid, was changing the RB button, which is your target. Something else.
Yep.
A lot of positives saying about the Wii controller using one of the paddles for that.
That would be so nice.
Yeah. It's just simple things like that. It didn't bother me too much, but I know a lot of people have got that slip from the RB into the right trigger or off the RB button if you're not used to it. Mm-hmm. And remapping that RB or LB button is a big help to them.
Yeah. Exactly. It's crazy. It's one of those things that it was on the 360, so why wasn't it on the one at the start? I don't
Other
know.
priorities. It's other priorities. You know, that's it. It's just that they're working through lists probably. They've got and they have to prioritize the list, and that wasn't as high as others, but they finally got there. Plus,
Which,
it makes
go
sense
on,
to
sorry.
release it at the same time as Elite.
Yeah,
You
exactly.
know,
That's
yeah.
exactly what I was thinking. It's one of those things where it's coming at the same time as Elite, so I don't feel penalized for not paying for the Elite controller now.
No,
So,
fair enough. Yeah.
so that's good. That is good. Where are we? Where are we?
What with regards to stories?
Yeah.
Well, I do know that Microsoft announced that in response to fan feedback, that there's going to be new features added to their Xbox app for Windows 10.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
So, Facebook integration is going to allow you to use Facebook profiles to find Xbox Live friends, and it's going to be easier to add friends and create connections within the actual app itself. Means that you can actually send messages and share recorded clips of the games you're playing to your Facebook friends.
So the PlayStation have got the Twitter, a lot of the Twitter stuff. So it seems like Xbox is now gone with the Facebook instead. So that's interesting.
It makes sense. You're also going to be something that wasn't able to do, and as a YouTuber yourself, you'll appreciate this, is you can record voiceovers directly onto game DVR.
Oh, yeah. That's a pain in the bum to do about it. So
so basically you can just record voiceovers straight using that now and then save it as a file.
Fair enough. That's good. That's good stuff. That's the only thing is with the whole, especially with the craze of the Facebook video at the moment, everyone's watching videos on Facebook, which is crazy. So I suppose Microsoft just like, well, this is an easier way to put our games out there for people to see them quicker. So it's good. It's good. Yeah, as long as if there's better tools out there for people to make more content, I'm all for that. So I'm happy about that. Talking about something we spoke about before, maybe not on this podcast, but we definitely spoke about it. I did a fit next to it and stuff. Norman Reader says Silent Hill should still happen. Vicky Blake writes at Destructoid, if you're still salty of the cancellation of Silent Hill, you're not alone. Which I was real salty because PT was phenomenal.
Yep.
Did you get a chance to play PT at all?
I have played PT, yeah. Was this ever coming to Xbox?
No, not that I know of. I know it was. I know PT that wasn't, but Silent Hill was.
Yeah. Or Silent Hills was. Yeah.
Yeah, Silent Hill was.
I wasn't sure about that. I wasn't sure about that just because PT was PlayStation only. I wasn't sure if it was coming to Xbox, but
yeah, no.
Yeah, well, you got to agree with Norman Reedus then, haven't you? Yeah, it still should happen.
I've got a little thing. This is why I put this in there as well. I think they could still do it. It won't be Silent Hill, but it'd be the same sort of game, but with Kojima and Gary butchered his name. How'd you say it? That's the one. Thank you.
I can never say I can never say his first name, but yeah, fair enough.
Yeah. No, do you know what I mean? So I've got a feeling they could still come together and do something, especially with the amount of people that want this, which is crazy to me where Konami's not going, people really want this. There was that whole story about Microsoft buying Silent Hill.
It wasn't true.
It wasn't true, but there could have been some sort of talks, though. We don't know.
Yeah. If they're going to do it, they should do it right and maybe try and buy the license from Konami. If Konami are not going to do anything with it, it might be within their interest. Although I think they're making cigarette dispensers and arcade machines.
Pinko machines.
Yeah. Well, they're making all sort of machines using the sort of Silent Hill brand. But Konami are weird.
Yeah, they're really weird. Really weird.
Or maybe it's just different culture being Japanese, but I just want this game to happen.
I just want good games at the end of the day. And for as long as I can get good games, I don't care where. And this was definitely, I love Resident Evil. I'm not really like a huge fan of Silent Hill, but anything survival horror, I do try and play. Yeah. So to hear this is cancelled just upsets me. But if Normal Readers is still behind it and we can get the other people behind it, is there a chance, do you reckon?
Never say never in this industry. If someone somewhere thinks it's going to make them more money than they spend on it, then there's a very good chance it will happen.
Yeah, I agree. It's a strange one. As long as there's no microtransactions in it, Yeah, I know that was rubbish.
Yeah. So Eddie from GameSpot is reported this week with regards to Forza 6 microtransactions and an option to remove them, because you can now buy tokens for the Xbox One racing game and ranging from $1 to 100.
$100, really? That's
Yeah.
crazy.
So you can now use tokens to buy cars and extra mod packs, amongst other things. And he writes, players who do not wish to see the token feature in Forza Motorsport 6 will have the option in the menus to disable this feature. And you just have to go to your HUD options menu and turn tokens off. So if you're not bothered about it, you're never going to do it. You can just go in and turn it off.
I think this is a big deal.
That's something different.
I think this is a big deal, to be honest with you. A lot of people hate microtransactions. I stand on the fence of they can be there as long as they don't break the game. If you want to pay to get in front of me, fine. That's your prerogative. You've got more money than me. But I'm the type of person that would turn them off. I think this should be in every game. I think this is amazing, to be honest with you.
Oh, the feature to turn them off, not necessarily. Yeah. I'm all about if there's additional content or something aesthetical that that you can add on to it. I'm all about that. Pay to win I don't necessarily agree with, and this is coming from a guy that doesn't have that much time to game, and I'm probably the person that they're after.
Yeah, exactly.
Because it's oh well, he doesn't want to have to spend 60 hours to unlock this. He would rather just buy it. But I sometimes think that's half the fun of games, and
it is for me. To not to go back to Fallout, but there's a load of glitches and stuff like that. What you can do on Fallout, to level up and get all your levels. And I'm like, but the whole point of the game is to level up, and you feel good about leveling up.
Yeah. So are you talking about the safe? So you can go to a safe, unlock it, and then go to the computer, rewalk it, and then just keep on doing it to farm XP?
That isn't what I was on about, but now I know that. Thank you.
I've not done it. I just read it, but yeah,
but from Forza's perspective, and it's Take-Two that do this.
No,
I think it is.
I'm
pretty sure it's Take-Two that do this. I could be wrong, so don't kill me in the comments. But I think that's a really good feature. The fact that it's there, you don't want it, turn it off.
Yeah,
no harm done.
Yeah, it's less intrusive. I'll give them that. It's less intrusive with the turn off option. So I'm just a bit dubious. That's the least I can say.
Fair enough. I totally understand that. Last week, Ross, we spoke about Call of Duty Black Ops 3.
It was the biggest entertainment launch ever, wasn't it? I can't believe that.
Yeah, not anymore.
Oh. That lasted long.
I was going to say, I think it lasted like a couple of days, which is hilarious because that's just the PR speak for you. But Fallout 4 has now earned 750 million in 24 hours. So that is now the biggest entertainment launch in 2015.
Right. Question.
Go.
You might not know.
I might not.
You might not know, right? Do we know how many copies were?
From what we know, onto our next story. We'll do all this in one chunk. Bethesda has shipped a lot of copies. So Bethesda has shipped over 12 million copies of Fallout.
Right. Do we know if that's all digital or is that?
No. What we do know is 1.87 million copies are digital in the first 3 days.
So the rest are probably pressed, as in disc.
Yes, so far, which is, you got to think, the PC, I know we're an Xbox podcast, but the PC community probably picked this up digitally, more than likely.
Steam, that
murders.
I can't imagine many people buy discs. In fact, I actually seen a picture in someone who had went to Game at midnight to buy their PC copy of Fallout 4 because their internet speeds aren't very good. Bought it off of them and then looked at what he bought and it was just a download code.
No, are you for real? That's awful. A moment of silence for that guy.
It's just, it's discs and PCs don't go nowadays, do they?
Especially with Steam.
Yeah, especially with Steam. So.
But so they sold 1.87 million digitally in 3 days, which is phenomenal. That's brilliant. That's amazing. But they've shipped 12 million copies. How many of that do you think's actually sold?
No idea.
They've said that I'm pretty sure I read somewhere that they've already outsold Fallout 3.
Right. Well, that's not a surprise because of the hype. Also, I'm just trying to think, right? So, of my sort of top friends on Xbox Live, 9 out of the 10 of them I've seen play Fallout.
Oh, definitely easy. I think all I see on my thing is Fallout, and I've got a load of fans that have added me from streaming and stuff. So it's Fallout and Call of Duty. That's all that I see on my friends list.
Not Gems of War.
No Gems of War. No, unfortunately not. And I see you playing Gears of War 3. That's about it.
Yeah, no. Wait, I do not remember as big of a hype, so I'm not surprised if they've shipped half. If they've sold half of what's shipped.
Yeah.
I think that will increase as well towards Christmas, but it's still not going to be GTA 5 level.
No, that's what I compare this to. It's nowhere near GTA 5, but this is still pretty amazing.
Yeah.
Which I'm happy for them. I am really happy for them. The game is crazy buggy though, which I've now experienced a load of. So I don't want to hate on them too much about that. But I'm happy for them. I do want them to sell well, and it does seem like it's selling well. And I'm kind of happy it beat Call of Duty, to be honest with you.
In what way are you happy? What, because it's Activision?
Not because no, just because of its Call of Duty. I'm just sick of people. I don't think Call of Duty changes enough year after year, even with different development teams.
Right, so discussion time, if that's all right.
Yes,
so
100%.
Just to get around, I'm not a huge COD fan. I play through single player. I'll play zombies. I'm rubbish at the multiplayer, so I don't even try.
Tell me, trust me, I played with Kev the other day. Oh, I was atrocious.
But for me, what a lot of people have been saying is they want COD to be looked at. It's, you know, they're just farming out something that's similar to the previous product, and you know, some people almost wanted the sales to dip so that they would maybe look at it and want to change it. Are you one of those people?
I'm a hypocrite. I'm the hypocrite. I am. I'm sitting there saying this that I went and bought it from Sainsbury's.
Yeah.
So I'm not helping.
No, that's the thing. And the other thing being is that, do they really think that a dip in sales is going to make them rethink it, or would they just drop it?
No,
or farm it out to a developer?
Do you know what my point is? My point is, I watch a lot of kind of funny content, and Colin Moriarty said it best. He was like, Fallout 4 is coming out, it's going to get announced here, and it's going to be it's going to come out here. Look at the gap of the hype. It was like a couple of months, or I think it was about 4 or 5 months, something like that, whatever it was. Yeah. E3 to now. And for me, that's how I like it. I like the fact that, all right, I know I'm getting FIFA, I know I'm getting NBA, I know I'm getting Madden, those games, okay.
Yeah.
But games like Call of Duty, Assassin's Creed, I'd love for it to be, all right, we're taking a break, we're going to go in, we're going to really change it up, or really, and give me a break. I need a break. I need an amount of time to invest into a game like this, like Fallout, like Call of Duty. It is a time investment, which time is not of the essence, unfortunately.
Yeah.
So that's my only argument. I love it when a game gets announced, and then I know it's coming out, and then I'm hyped for it all the way to it. Which I'm talking a lot with my hands for people that are listening on SoundCloud and iTunes. But
just to say, he's not qualified in sign language. So if you're deaf, this isn't sign language for you, okay?
But yeah, no, I do want it to plateau, which is really bad. But it's one of those things, and I'm a hypocrite because I wouldn't have bought it. So don't listen to a word I say.
Yeah. If it goes back to World War II, I'll buy it.
Yeah, I think that's what everyone's saying.
I bought it when it was World War II because I liked it then when it started getting a little bit more future.
Yeah.
I'm more excited for Titanfall 2 than ever will be a COD game again.
See, even Titanfall, I bought that day one. I bought into the hype, and that fell off. I bet you still play it, don't you?
I love it.
Brilliant. That's just a strange thing to do, though.
No, there's only about 16 people online at any one time. But no, there's more than that. But no, like for me, if I want a first-person shooter, I would rather turn to Titanfall than I would COD. But that's my own personal decision.
Fair enough.
Moving on. Yeah.
Yep, definitely.
So, Life is Strange is going to get yourself a physical edition, which is going to come out next year, and that is Chris Carter from Destructoid, and he writes, I'm assuming it's a he, is a Chris, could be a she, I don't know.
I'm gonna go with he. We
Did you not play
apologise.
the X-Files?
I did, yeah.
Chris Carter, not the creator of the X-Files? Don't know.
He now writes for Destructoid. Who knows?
If you haven't played Life is Strange yet, you may as well wait. Square Enix has announced that there's going to be a limited edition available, which will debut on Xbox One on January 19th. So I've played the first episode. I haven't gone beyond that.
Okay. I haven't played any of it, but I've heard amazing things.
Yep. So both of our friends, Lucy, who writes over at IndieMarathon.com, is thrown around her game of the year.
Damn, that's a big. That doesn't surprise me though, because a lot of, like I say, it's got a cult following, and for me, I'm actually thinking about getting this now. Because
I'm going to wait for this copy now, and I'm not going to pick up other episodes, even if they go on sale, and just play it because I heard the description of it, and this is what sold me on it. And I've played through the first episode, which I did enjoy, but one episode isn't enough to get you fully invested, I don't think.
Yeah, exactly.
What I heard was it's a Telltale game done right, but not made by Telltale.
Fair enough.
That sells it for me.
Yeah, a lot of people know I love Telltale games, and this, all I hear a lot about the characters. Whenever I'm watching other content elsewhere, I hear so much about different characters. Oh, this person, what did they do? And it's like, okay, this sounds like something I want to get invested in. But I'm at the point at the moment where I've bought way too many games, so I need to buy games that I can then trade back in. Unfortunately, that's what I've got to do at the moment. I'm poor. So for them to bring out a physical copy, that's why I pretty much put this in here. It's like physical copy, buy it, finish it in a weekend, take it back.
Fair enough.
I'm a hustler right
here. Yeah, well, I don't know. Like the first episode I enjoyed, you had to enter in a women's toilet, which took all of my strength and energy to walk through that door because it didn't feel natural to me.
Damn straight. I hear that.
Yeah, but it's good time mechanic from what I've played of it. I'm going to buy it.
Cool, good. I'm glad, and you can tell us you can give us your feedback and then send it to me. Yeah.
Yeah, I will do, and I'll let you know if it's worth it. But yeah, no. Talking about like that, I played that episode 1 free. I didn't even pay for it. It's free on Xbox Live. I don't know. Is there anything else that's
free? Definitely. Speaking of free stuff. Xbox episode 1 of Resident Evil Revelations 2 is now free on Xbox One. IGN's, is it Wesley Copeland? Wesley, sorry, my bad. Wesley Copeland says that it's now free on Xbox One. Go to the dash and queue it up. And I can't really say much about this. I have the game. I've got the whole series. And I've played maybe the first, I think I've got a Let's Play on my channel, which is about the first half an hour of episode 1.
I finished it.
Oh, you finished it all?
Yep.
Oh, lovely.
So my wife and I sat down and done co-op, although she started to get majorly annoyed because she spent half of it as a little girl carrying around bricks.
Yep, I've heard. You know what? If you could go to youtube.com/mcfixer and check out mine and Haley's Let's Play. We did a Let's Play and she was like, "Where's my gun?" I'm like, "Oh no, you're carrying the torch. You have to shut that." Like, no, where's my gun? And I'm like, "I'm sorry, babe. It's not my fault, but it's definitely worth picking up for free." It's free.
The first episode. I enjoyed it. I'm not going to say it's bad. You know, it's enjoyable. It's just a bit. It's maybe better solo than co-op.
Yes, that's what I've. That was my problem. I was like, oh, I really want to play this co-op with Haley, and then we started playing, and it's the small screens co-op where it doesn't even do half and half. It's like where it's both corners, and it's awful. It's really bad for co-op, and I'm just like, how about you just watch me for this one? But for free, go get it. It's free. Like I say, it's definitely worth downloading. It's a Resident Evil game, and I love Resident Evil, so yes.
You could never tell that you liked Resident Evil.
You could never tell.
No, I never knew that.
No, definitely not. Definitely not. We're gonna talk about. Let's skip this one. Let's talk about another Resident Evil game while we're on the topic, Ross.
Okay.
So, Resident Evil 6. Have you played it?
Resident Evil 6?
Yes.
No.
Okay, you made a smart decision there by not playing it because the game is awful.
I haven't played anything since 2.
You haven't played anything since 2,
No.
which is my favorite game of all time.
Yeah, I only played
Of
1
course.
and 2 and both the Resident Evil Revelations. That's it.
What? But you haven't played 3. Oh, I'm going off topic. Don't worry about that.
Yeah.
All right. Resident Evil 6 is now been rated on the Korean Games Rating Administration for PS4 and Xbox One, which says to us that it's going to come to Xbox One. Which, don't buy this game, people. I really am gonna make a video about this. I'm gonna say, do not buy this game. Do not support. I'm happy that we're getting 0 remade. I'm ecstatic that we're getting 2 remade. I'll love 3 remade. I'll love Code Veronica. But them putting this out is awful. They know the game's awful. It reviewed poorly. Nobody likes it. Do not buy this game. That's what I'm sitting out of this. So if it does come out on the Xbox One, boycott it. Don't buy it. Show them that they need to go back to the survival horror roots.
I want to play it now.
No, Ross, I promise you're wasting your time. It's okay. So you got 3 different story arcs for Resident Evil 6, and they're all terrible. So don't even bother. Honestly, if you don't want to waste money, the only way they're going to get me to pick up this game is if they bring it for backwards compatibility, because I've already got it, which isn't going to happen now.
No, because it said PS4. So like, do they need to maybe in Korea have it for backwards compatibility and have to get it reclassified because it's coming on a new console? But
No,
PS4.
No,
yeah.
PS4.
Yeah. I'm just wondering if that's what maybe was happening. Capcom are going to put some games across.
Nah, I don't see it. That would be nice. I'd love it to come backwards compat, just because that way I don't have to carry the 360 around no more. But whatever.
But you carry it about with you?
I put it on my back everywhere I go. My 360 and my Xbox One. They come with me everywhere.
Fair enough.
Just like other things I carry around with me, like games that I think about all the time.
Like
Telltale. Take this one.
Okay, so CFG Macy from IGN is confirmed. He's not confirmed. He's found out, or he's had an interview with Telltale, who have confirmed that its 2nd season to its Game of Thrones is. Corey, you dropped this one on me, didn't you? A wee bit. Basically,
pretty much. Season 2 is coming out for Game of Thrones, a Telltale series. It was confirmed by the Hollywood Reporter.
Fantastic. There we go.
The CEO said that your decisions will go along. Yada, yada. I've not played it, so I couldn't tell you the decisions because I'm not a Game of Thrones fan. Everyone gasped and everyone's upset at me now.
I think it's rubbish.
We can't get into it here, but I enjoyed it, but it just got sluggish and boring, and I just like, no, I'm done. And especially the game. I wanted to play the game, but you have to get to season 3 before it becomes spoilers or something like that. I think it's after a certain wedding, if you've heard about the wedding.
Yeah, I know about the wedding.
Yeah, I don't know about the wedding, but I know something happens.
Yeah.
But yeah, so for people that care about that, that's going to be there for you guys.
Enjoy.
Yeah.
Happy birthday.
Oh, happy birthday to you, Ross.
Well, it's not actually our birthdays, but that thing that you carry in your back, your Xbox 360, as we record this, it's 10 years old today. So
the 22nd of the 11th, 2015, the Xbox 360 is 10 years old.
Yep, exactly.
So it can now come to the pub with us and drink.
Maybe in London you can do that when you're 10, not in Glasgow. In Glasgow we've been doing that since we're 6. But why? I can't believe that's been a quick 10 years.
You know what? It's crazy, and I remember the moment I got my 360. I asked for it for Christmas from my dad owns a game shop. He got the SmackDown versus Raw 2007, I believe, or 6. I can't remember.
Would have been 6, yeah.
Would have been 6. There you go. 2006. It had Triple H on the box. I was so excited. I was like, oh, I'm going to get this for Christmas. Yeah. My dad's a bit of a crafty gear. I've got to be honest with you, yeah. So he gives me the Xbox 360
Yep.
with the box for SmackDown versus Raw.
Yep.
I open it, and my Xbox 360 is there with Pro Evolution Soccer 6. I said to my dad, "Where's SmackDown versus Raw?" He said, "Oh, a customer come in, so I had to sell it to him." Ah, Dad. And he said, "But your brother doesn't like wrestling. He only likes football." So me and my brother Craig, shout out to him, sat there that whole Christmas playing Pro Evolution Soccer 6 and Fight Night.
Fair enough.
But Ross, what about you? When did you get your Xbox 360? Was it day one?
I'm trying to think. I don't think it was immediately day one. I think it was a few months after.
Fair enough.
And I didn't have many games with it. I'm not gonna lie, right? 10 years ago, so I'll say my age now. I'm 31, okay?
Yeah.
10 years ago I was 21. I worked for bars and nightclubs at that point.
So
I was
some good times.
There were some good times to be had, and I wasn't as into my gaming as what I am now.
Fair enough.
Although I had a 360, and I would probably buy either what was Pro Evo. Actually, I was buying. I probably had Pro Evo 6.
That's when Pro was good and FIFA was rubbish.
Yeah, and then not too long after that, Gears and
Yep.
you know things like that. I did buy the big titles, but I was maybe owned 3 games for it in the first year that I had it.
Do you know what I say? It's funny because my like I say, my dad owns a game shop. So what I used to do is take my hard drive to my dad's shop, and we used to do kids' birthday parties there. So what I used to do is make the kids play on my profile, so I've got loads of achievements. That's why I've got achievements on games like King Kong and stuff that I've never played. But yeah, the Xbox, that would have made me 13.
Right, well there you go.
Damn. And all right, so we can say this now. Yesterday, the 21st of the 11th, was the Xbox One's 2-year birthday.
Yeah, that's been a quick 2 years as
So
well.
we can talk about that one with a little bit more detail. I remember. Okay, so my story. I went and got I remember Haley, my fiance, got her student loan come through.
Right.
And she said to me, "Do you want to go hard on the Xbox One?" And I was like, "Yes." So she went to Argos with my friend William. Shout out to William if you're listening. He works at Argos. He got us a discount. We come back. We set it all up. I was so excited. William shows no emotion. Doesn't care. He's just sitting there. Doesn't give a crap. I'm like, "Dude, please be excited." He's like, "Nah, I don't care. Sorry."
What was the first game that you played on it?
Funny enough. So we got Lego Marvel.
Yeah.
Sugar. What else did we get?
Everyone got Rise.
We went and bought Rise.
Yeah.
We went and bought Rise. We went and bought Dead Rising. But the first game we were playing on FIFA. It was FIFA, Lego Marvel, and then the first game I played on my Xbox One was Peggle 2. Brilliant game. I love that game. If you've got EA access, go and download it now. It's a brilliant game. I love it. And we were just sitting there all around my TV, just playing Peggle. And I was like, it's not going to get any better than this. And then we played Rise and Dead Rising, and wow. What about you? When did you get yours? Was it day one?
Day one.
Was it day one, yeah?
Yeah, and FIFA. Because I immediately went and imported my profile from 360, decided that I didn't like my team, so started a new one in FIFA and Ultimate Team, and just played that the whole weekend.
Nice. Oh yeah, because it was that transition period, weren't it? Yeah. Where we already owned FIFA on the 360. So yes, I remember now.
You can trade it in and basically swap it for an Xbox One console for like a $5.
You know it. That's exactly
not a console, sorry, the game.
The game. I knew what you meant. Yeah.
here's my copy of FIFA. There's a console.
Here's a console. Thank you. Cheers, game. So you've got the day one controller.
Yes.
And the day one achievement.
Yes.
Oh, I'm jealous. I am jealous. Yeah, we didn't get a day one. We didn't get a local.
Don't be jealous of the day one controller.
Why?
Because the controller's changed a lot since the day one. I bought a third controller really not that long ago. And the difference in the build quality is quite. It's the first generation of controllers are nowhere near as good.
Oh, interesting. That's interesting. Fair enough. But the one thing we are happy about for the Xbox One is it never broke.
Mine never broke. Mine have not had any issues at all.
No, I have not had any. Touch wood. Fuck. There's a wood there. Mine's never broke, and we've got a second one now in the house, which is perfectly fine as well. But yeah, happy birthday to Microsoft and the Xboxes. We
I'm
love
going
you.
to give you a pro tip here.
Go on then.
Anyone is ever having issues with Windows 10 streaming,
Okay.
so streaming to your laptop device, if your console is not being recognized by your laptop or by the Win 10 app in Windows 10, just simply go to your Xbox and rename your console and then research for it, and it should all appear again.
You told me that, actually.
I did that, yeah.
You did. You've been saving worlds.
But, it's something which I'll probably type it out online somewhere for people to know, but it isn't really known about, and there's lots of hard fixes and typing in an IP addresses to re-find it. Simple way is type in the name again, causes the console to reset, the connection to its Wi-Fi to reset, which gives it in turn generally new contact information or new contact ways to speak to the laptop through your Wi-Fi. As a result, it fixes most of the issues.
Nice. Well, we're going to have to come up with a new segment where you tell everyone how to fix things, yeah?
And not copy Major Nelson and call it Xbox 101.
Nah, forget that. We don't care for Major Nelson.
I like Major Nelson.
I like Major Nelson, but I like Phil Spencer more. So
leave Larry alone. Right, so let's find out how we're fixed for the week. Now, it is the Black Friday sale week, so there is literally the longest list you're ever going to see on sale for any point of the year. So instead of going through it all and boring you, I'll just get you to pick two. I think we'll pick two each.
Yeah, that sounds good.
You think that could let people be fixed for the week. So Corey, what's your pick number one?
I'm gonna go with GTA, the Great White Shark card bundle. That's 50% off if you're a gold member and 40% if you're a silver. So definitely GTA, one of my favorite games. And let's have a look, see real quick. I'll go with the Telltale collection. 67% off. That's all of the Telltale games. Telltale, whatever you want to say. Brilliant games. Definitely worth picking up. Most of them, apart from maybe Game of Thrones, which I've said I'm not into. But apart from that, the rest of them are good. What about you?
Superb. Mine is going to be IDARB.
Fair enough.
Because I'm a big fan of Mike Micah and the work that he does, and it's just about to hit a very, very big update, and I think people are going to like everything in that update. So I would say, if you haven't got IDARB, which was previously Games With Gold, then pick it up now.
Yeah, you got a great interview with him as well, which great people should go check out.
Yeah, thanks.
Where is it?
He's a great guy.
Whereabouts is it?
SoundCloud.com. SoundCloud.com/Out of Lives. Yeah.
Perfect. Definitely go check that out. What else? Second one.
The other one that I would probably pick out of everything here would actually be, if you haven't played it yet, is Shadow of Mordor.
Fair enough. Like I do like that game. I did play it for a long time, but I just couldn't get on with the ending. The end boss really frustrated me.
I've done it first time.
No, I done it. That's my problem.
Oh, it wasn't a good experience.
I thought it was an awful experience. I thought I'm not going to spoil it for people.
Yeah.
But that end boss battle is not fun.
I wanted the game to be longer. I know people are saying, it was quite long anyway, but I thought I just quite liked taking down, I love the Nemesis system. I would recommend it. If you haven't played it, go and get it. It's a good open world game at the moment. So
yeah, 100%. What I do want to say quickly is I don't usually do the Xbox 360 sales, but the Xbox 360 back compat only games are on here. That's Assassin's Creed 2, which you should have got on Games with Gold. Is 75% off. Battle Block Theater is 67% off. Yeah. Beyond Good and Evil, 75%. Borderlands, the first one.
Talk about end bosses. Beyond Good and Evil. Wait. Good luck with that end boss.
Borderlands 1, which is what I'm definitely going to pick up. 75% off. Castle Crashers, which is another amazing game, is 67% off. Gears of War, 67%. Mass Effect, 80%. So I'm definitely going to pick that up. I've actually never played any Mass Effect games.
Have you not?
No, never played the Mass Effect game.
Fair enough.
So I'm probably going to get that, even though I've heard that's very dated. Yeah. And Might and Magic, Clash of Heroes, 75%, and The Secret of Monkey Island is 70% off, 75% off. Sorry. So I'm trying to fill out my 360 games, the ones I've already got on disc, so I can get rid of them on disc.
Yeah.
So from this list, I'll go Borderlands and Castle Crashers because they're both amazing.
Yeah.
But yeah, that
I'm going to
is
go Beyond Good and Evil.
yeah. Beyond the Good and Evil is a great game.
I'm
It's
going to
a
go
great
for that.
game.
In fact, I might go and buy it now.
Yeah,
Yeah, why not?
nice. Well, it's got a bit dirty cheap. Nah, probably.
hmm
Look, this has been another amazing episode. At the end of the day, I love the support we've been getting on Twitter. I've been getting tweets. We got messages on Xbox this week from both of us. Correct, Ross?
Yeah, I got people adding me this week, so thank you for that.
It's phenomenal. It really is phenomenal. I really do love you guys. Appreciate everything you've ever done for me and the fact that you listen every week. Numbers are very strong. So I'm not going to complain. Keep supporting. Let's plug. What you got to plug, Ross?
Just the usual. Come and visit my website at alice.net, and I'll co-host in a podcast called Out of Lives.
Let's get out of it. I'm MC Fixer on Twitter. Ross is
At Ross M1984, and and I'm Ross M1984 on Xbox, as you can see down here as well. If you're watching on YouTube,
we've got new things now. We're all professional.
As professional as we're ever going to be.
Thank you guys for listening. Appreciate it. Love you, leave you, and see you guys later.